This is my 2016 2.4 liter engine Jeep Renegade, and I'm just going to do a quick oil change on it today. I'm just going to go through the steps. Just wanted to throw this out there before anybody decides to change their oil on their own. You want to be very safe, and this video is not any kind of professional advice or anything like that. As far as changing oil goes, if you want that, you need to go to a Jeep dealership or to an oil change professional, mechanic, something like that, or an oil lube place. This is just me showing you how I change the oil in my Jeep Renegade. So you want to be careful of hot oil. Cars and stuff like that can be dangerous. So you really need to consult a professional before you look into changing your own oil, or maybe take it to a professional to get the oil changed. Just wanted to put that out there. And if you want to check out, at the end of this video, if you want to check out my video on how to reset the oil change alert in this, I'll have a link to that video as well. So hang on, we're going to get started right now. We're going to change the oil in this 2016 Jeep Renegade 2.4 liter engine. I've got the 2.4 liter engine in my Jeep Renegade. This is the cover that's over the engine. Now that I've got the hood popped, you can see that this Jeep Renegade takes SAE OW20 oil. And I'm going to take this off before we get started with draining the oil. So I'm just going to take this off and set this to the side. Make sure you put this somewhere where you can find it easily, because believe it or not, if you got a messy garage, you could lose this pretty easy, and then you'll be taking about a half an hour to try to find it. I went to O'Reilly, and you can see here I've got the OW20 fully synthetic. I like to use synthetic because it lasts longer. And then the filter that this 2.4 engine requires in this 2016 Jeep Renegade is this MGL 57060, and I got these at O'Reilly. Now you'll see a few different oil filters that are for this, and it seems like most of them end in that 57060. So right here, this is a 5/8 wrench. This is what you'll need on this type of Jeep Renegade to change the oil. One of the cool things is right below that bumper is where your oil filter is. So you just gotta go right underneath here, and I'll show you. You can actually see the oil filter right there. That blue thing is the oil filter. You could literally reach up there and unscrew it if you wanted to. The oil filter is right here. Just as soon as you pass the front bumper, right here's bumper, and then there's oil filter. And then right here is the oil plug. You can see it sticking out right there. So oil filter, oil plug, very close to the front end of this Jeep Renegade. And all you gotta do is take your 5/8 wrench. This was already loose because I've already been under here. And then you're gonna turn it that way and get this bolt off of here. Mine's already loose because I've actually already drained the oil. I didn't even think about filming this until after I drained my oil, but you'll just take this off after you loosen it up. Might be just a little bit of oil still in here. Get that off there. Yeah, you see some oil leaking out of there. I got my oil pan right here. So it's falling into the oil pan here. So it's falling into the oil pan, draining, and you just let that drain completely. Okay, let's check that oil, see if it's still coming out. Okay, looks like we've got just a really tiny drip now. So I'm gonna go ahead now, and I'm going to take the filter off and see if we can get any more oil out that way. And then once that's completely drained, then I'm gonna go ahead and replace the filter, and then replace the plug, and then we'll get started with filling it back up. So here's the oil filter. I'm just gonna put my hand on it, start turning it to the left. See if I can get it off here. I don't know how tight I put it on here the last time. All right, so I hate to admit it, but I've had to use my oil filter wrench. Here it is, putting it on. And, oh, grip. So you got to grip and then turn. And I'm just kind of pushing forward on it. Just making a little bit of headway here. Ah, there, I've broken it loose. I think I broke it loose right before I turned the video back on, but there it is. That's good and broke now. All right, so now we gotta take this off. And we're barely leaking any oil over here now, so I feel pretty good about dragging this over. do not want to, you definitely don't want to lose the oil plug. I'm being willy-nilly with it. I better set it over here for now. It's right here in my face, but keep it handy. And a lot of times whenever you're draining oil, sometimes the filter is close enough to where you don't have to worry about oil getting on the floor or anything. So if you're worried about that, you might want to put something down over here, or make sure you have some kitty litter handy, or whatever you use to soak up oil. So now I'm going to take the filter off, and it's coming off easy now. And we're probably got, oop, there goes the oil. Oop, oops, got some on my glove here. All right, take this the rest of the way off. Okay, and we're just going to let that drain. We're going to let that drain for a few minutes, and then we're going to replace the oil filter and the oil plug. Okay, so here's my new filter, and it's not the pretty blue like I had it there before, but not to worry. We're going to put this in, and we're going to turn it clockwise. Get a feel for that configuration. You don't want to strip it or anything. So just make sure it goes on nice and smooth, nice and easy. All right, it's on there, feeling pretty good. And I'm not telling you how to put yours on, but I like to put mine on kind of good hand tight. So, and that's not any technical advice. I'm not saying that like as an expert or anything, but I like to put mine on there good and hand tight. And you do yours however you want to, and you can consult your mechanic or your local Jeep dealer to tell you how to do that properly. But for me, I'm just putting it on there good and hand tight. And now for the oil plug, just reaching back there. Get that plug on there. Get my wrench. I'm gonna get it tightened up, and I'm just gonna get it on here just a little better than hand tight. And like I say, that's just how I'm doing it. I'm telling you, if you got any questions or anything, you need to consult a mechanic at a Jeep dealership to tell you exactly how to do that properly. But I'm just putting it on good and hand tight. There we go. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to be putting 5 quarts of this OW20 in my Jeep Renegade, but it actually requires 5.5, so I need another half quart. So before I drive, I need to go get another half quart. I'm not going to put that in the video, but anyway, I'm going to show you how I fill it up with this, and then we'll put the cap back on. All right, so we've got the drain plug back in place, and we've got the oil filter back on, and it is time to fill it back up with oil. Got an old screwdriver handy here. And I've got my funnel here, shoving it in, and we're gonna dump it in there. Okay, I've just about got it filled now. Get every drop. Okay, now normally I would just be putting the cap back on here, but I've got to put another half quart of oil in here, and I won't put you through that, but I just wanted to show you quickly how to change the oil in this thing. So I'm going to take this back off, and I'll put another half quart of oil in here in a little bit. But for the sake of the video, you saw what I did. And anyway, that's pretty much all there is to changing the oil in one of these babies. And again, this is not professional advice. This is just kind of showing you some generics on this. And if you really need some guidance, you need to go see a true Jeep mechanic at a dealership. But this is just me just going over what I know how to do. And anyway, not professional advice at all, but this is how I do it at home. All right, so we got the oil changed. There wasn't a whole lot to it, so that was pretty simple, pretty easy. Now, if you'd like to learn how to reset the oil change alert, just follow the link to the video. The little pop-up will be up here somewhere here in just a second. You can just follow that link. And I'll also have a link in the description of this video if you want to check that out, and also in the comments. As I told you, it wasn't going to take very long at all. And if you liked this video today, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see some more of my product reviews or my how-to videos, please hit the subscribe button. If you know anybody that might need to see this video, share this video out. If you'd like to help support my channel, please hit the thanks button. I want to thank you so much for tuning into Tony's Reviews today, and God bless you.